Good morning, students, and Jai Hind. Now, we have to discuss, or we are in process of, or in course of discussing about the environmental change or the agricultural change which occurred in the England or in European continent, and which climatical change, no doubt, cast a very deep impact on the social and the social or the economic life of the European people, and particularly we are in process of the going to focus or we are just in process of focusing upon the agriculture agricultural changed, and this agricultural changed how determined the relationship between the feudal lords and the peasants and the cultivators. This one thing is that so far we have studied now about the land. So the land, how the it was cultivated by the wooden plow earlier, or then after a wooden plow, or drawn by the team of oxen. Understand? Or this a plow was, but even it was not sufficient or to get the inner productivity of the land, or the inner productivity, because even the lands were being scratched by the hands, scratched by the hands. So they are dug by the hands. So it was not a sufficient. Is now seems to be the lack of the technology. Even the basic technology was not so improved. So and because of that, the natural productivity of soil could not be the drawn and could not be the taken. So further, two crop system they started, and we have already studied that the unit of the land was divided into two parts. One part was left fallow, and other part was now taken into the cultivations of the wheat, and the rest fallow lands was taken into the cultivation for rye and the other rye and the very short periods cultivation. And moreover we have seen that these because of that, now this created the scarcity of the grains and the food grains. And moreover we have seen that now the Europe now felt and experienced experienced the series of the famines. So that why this created the famines. These famines created the poverty, impoverishment, or the poverty or impoverishment created. And moreover, the other hand, we have already studied about the how the lords within the manorial states. Understand? Lords wanted, they wanted to get and extract the more grains. So they deployed the cultivators and the peasants for in work of the getting or the making other lands and the more lands as now which came under their fence, manorial fence, for the arable, to making for the arable. Understand? Arable lands of that. So the peasants say now the quietly. So the peasants were not satisfied with these trades, and they quietly in the operation. And we have seen that how the peasants now expressed their passiveness, although they openly didn't revolt and they expressed the revolution, but and they came in the rebellions, but internally, understand, they were in the passive resistance. Or the so the peasants now paid much attention on their own work and on their own small holdings, rather than the paying the attentions towards the Lord's estates and the Lord's field. First thing is that, and so the moreover these parents avoided the unpaid extra work which had been taken by the lords. They avoided these works and they came into the conflict with the lords over the, and moreover I have already taught that now over the pasturous land, understand, over the forest resources, and moreover the we know that the most of the village of the England, mostly entire village of the England having the one commons, and these commons were the pastures land, and the commons, and that was the those lands were meant for the use of the all masses, all people, all had the equal right, understand. But on the contrary, these lords now suppose these entire lands, understand, the commons or the pastures land to be their private property. So a conflict, a conflict between the lords and the common man, and the lords and the peasants began. Peasants on the other hand, they express their equal rights over these commons. So this now gave a conflict in the European society. Students today we have to be the same. This was the earlier position. Next we are going to the new agricultural technology was now introduced by the passage of the time. New things and the new technology began to be the devised or the devised, and because of that, by the 11th century, by the 11th century, now there is a we have a lots of witness, and the evidence is several technological changes occurred, and the several technological changes now happened, and they occurred, or instead of basic wood plows, instead of basic wood plow, I have already mentioned that the wood plow was used for the scratching the lands, scratching the lands, hard lands. The wood plow was used wood, it was the used, and the cultivators say now begin using the heavy. Now this wood plow was replaced, or in that wood plow it was a cultivators began to using heavy iron tipped plow, iron tipped on the just in the front of this wooden plow, a iron tipped, a long iron, it was the a long iron, understand, or the flat piece of the irons was now set on the plow, and moreover, and one the mold boards, a mold board was attached with this iron plow, and moreover this plow could dig the much deeper, and this iron plow, iron tipped plow could now dig the much deeper the ground, much deeper the field, understand, and as a result field, and the mold boards, and these mold boards were there, these mold boards turn the topsoil, these mold boards turn the topsoil very easily, understand, and it was the dug by the iron tips, and this board, wood board, now this turn the soil two sides, understand, or making a furrow between that, now creating a furrow between, understand, between the turned soil, a deep furrow was made by this iron tips, understand, and as a result, with this the nutrients, with these the nutrients from the soil were better utilized, and because the better productivity, better soil fertility could be the used very efficiently, or very very properly, understand, it was the used. Now next, the method of harnessing, and one thing is that one more changes was brought in the use of the animals, and what the other changes was the methods harnessing animals, harnessing animals to the plow improved, harnessing animals, the now animals were harnessed in the drawing the plow, understand. So now here, instead of the neck harness, understand, the neck harness, the shoulder harness came into the use. Now before that animals neck through the animal necks the power, and it was the harnessed through the neck of the animals, but it was now make the soldiers began to be the used for the harnessing the power from the animals. And moreover, this enabled animal to exert, or this now enabled or the made the animals to exert the greater power. This made the animals to exert the greater power, much power the animal can use it, and the much with its ability. Understand? Could now harness the much power, and the horses were now better shod. And moreover, the horses had been the one of the source of the power. Understand? Horses had been the source of the power. So these horses were began to were in the use. So the horses were now better shod with the iron horse shoe. Their horses now the iron with the iron horse shoe. Iron horse shoe was now tipped in the base or in the bottom of their legs. In the bottom of their legs, which prevented foot decay. Understand? You can see that if you the carriage and the tum like that. Okay, the horses. If you see the horses at the bottom, now the irons is the iron, flat iron. Understand? Is the tipped in their swords, better sword, and the bottom. So that now that iron prevented the diminishing of their shot, diminishing of their bottom foots. Understand that we prevented their bottom foot. Understand? Diminishing of their bottom foot. These irons were tipped. Okay, irons were nailed. Okay, irons, flat irons. Okay, was the nailed at the which prevented them the foot decay. That prevented the foot decay. Moreover, there was increased use of the wind and the water energy for the agriculture. Now, the wind energy and the water energy began to be the extract and began to be the use for the irrigation of the for irrigating the lands, express of the lands, vast field began to be the irrigated through the use of through the use of it through the use of the air and the water, wind. Understand? Wind waters by the wind began to be the as a, and the water began to be the water energy, wind energy began to be the used for the extracting the power or the energy. The more water powered and the wind power mill were set up all over the Europe. More and more water powered and as well as the wind power, water powered and the wind power in mills, wind power mills, water power mills began to be the used. Understand? And the over the setup, wind started the setting up of the wind power mill and the water power mills. Understand? All over the Europe. Or now the purpose was the use of that milling the corns, grinding the corns or the milling the corn and pressing the grapes. Grapes was the hugely used for making the wine, and now you know very well that France in the France in the world in the France the grape wine is the France is the one of the utmost country and the one of the country which supplied the greatest amount of the wine, because the grapes are grown there, much grapes in the France. Understand that? That's why France leads in the exports of the grapes wine. Understand? So the for the pressing the grapes for making the wine, it was done through the windmills or the water mills. That became the possible for the a new way of the harnessing, a new way of the extracting the power understand, from the water and from the wind began. This new technology came into the use. Now this was the beginning and the basic use of the power from the nature. Understand? Not from the man. Moreover, here the another a very remarkable or the very important or the very now noteworthy transformations in the agricultural system began. That was there was a changes in the land use. Understand? The land system. Understand? We have studied the two land system. Now the new land system, the three land system began. Understand? The three lands means a unit of the land was now divided into the three parts. Understand? And this was the one of the revolutionary, most revolutionary one was the switch from a two-field to a three-field system. It was one of the revolutionary that the switch from the a two-field system to the three-field system. Understand? And this was or in this system what happened? In this system, pigeons could use a field. Now in this system, pigeons could use a field. Take a field. Understand? A chunk of field you can take, and this and the 2 years take a field, and now pigeons could use a field 2 years out of the three. Now can be the use 2 years out of the three. Out of the three, if they planted it with one crop, out of the three, they can use in the 2 years. Understand? How can use it? First, one crop in autumn, and a different crop in a spring, autumn, a spring, a year, and a half later, and a half later. So that meant that farmer could break their holdings into the three fields. They can break their holdings into the three fields. Three fields, they could plant one. They could plant one with wheat or rye in autumn for human consumption. The second, first rye or wheat for the human production. Second, a part of that unit of the field could be used in a spring to raise peas, beans, or lentil for human use. Understand? Second part of the field could in the spring raise the peas, beans, or lentil for the human use, and oats and the barley for the horses. Understand? Whether the oats and barley for the horses. Third field lay fallow, and in this way two field. Third field lay the fallow. Each year they rotate the use among the three fields, or each year they rotate the use among the three fields. They can use. Understand? In this way, it's no doubt this three field system now enhanced the production within a short time, within a or in a very in a very in a shorter or the slank land. Understand? In a very reduced lands, even in the shorter part of the land, they could raise the much grains and the much crops they can take, and they can having the high yieldings. Understand? So this enhanced the production in this three field system. Now further enhance the much productions among in that. With these improvements, now students, now there was an almost immediate increase in the amount of food produced. This use of the three fields now immediately it enhanced and swelled the food production produced each unit of the land. Each unit of the land now produced the highest yieldings, and moreover food availability, and this also has the impact on the food availability. Okay, this became the very much this food availability became the doubled. This food availability now went the double, and greater use of plants, and moreover the further the greater and the much use of the peas, beans meant more vegetable protein in the diet of the average Europeans. The use of the peas or the beans now brought a nutrients in the food and the diets of the Europeans. Enhance the vegetable proteins. They got much, and they became the availability among the Europeans or proteins in the diet average Europeans, a better source of fodder for their animals, and moreover a better now source of the fodders, rich fodders for their animals to be the maintained their powers. And now moreover for cultivators it meant better opportunity. The cultivators particularly who were belonging to the lower classes, understand, the better opportunity, they could now produce more food from the less land. The cultivators had the less land, so they this enabled them and enabled them to produce the more food grains with a little chunk of the lands. With the little a piece of the land they could grow much more, understand. So now this no doubt created a situation of the prosperity began to be the established, and the average size of the peasants farms shrank from the 100 acres to the gradually the average size of the lands began to be the shrank, understand, from the 100 acres to the 20 to the 30 acres. By the 13th century, lands we know that through the division or the partitions, understand, or the average, and because of the enhancement or the increase in the population, so the per person's lands possessions now drop fallen, understand, and now 20 to 30 acres by the 13th century. Here, peasants farms shrank. Understand? Small farms began to be the formed. Holdings which were smaller, the small holdings could be the more efficiently cultivated. Now you can say there are two kinds of the farming: extensive farmings and the intensive farming. So the intensive farming, the process of intensive farming started. It means that within the less land, the much production, because the less land is well covered and the well nourished and the well cultivated. So that's why they face the big high yieldings. So the intensive agriculture, you can say, intensive agriculture began. Means the within a small chunk of the lands, the productions became very high because of the intensive care or the intensive, the much manures and the much new technology could be used in the intensive cultivation efficiently, very efficiently, reduce the amount of the labor needed, and now the intensive agriculture also reduce the requirement and the need of the laborers. Understand? The students, this gave the peasants time for other activities, and see this intensive agriculture which produced much from the little lands, chunk of the lands. Now this gave the much time, spared the much time for the cultivators, and in their rest of the spare time they could now engage themselves in the other activities and raise the further incomes. Understand? So this was the this process, now a process of the prosperity in the England, and we can see. Moreover, students, some of these technological changes cost a lot of money, a lot of money. cost a lot of money. Now we know that now the agricultural technology came, new agricultural, but it was the beyond the access of the small cultivators and the peasants, because they had no the so much resources to use in their fields this they had no, understand. So that's why it was a problem before the small peasants, small cultivators, understand. So the peasants did not have enough money to set up the water mills. Now it was the clear that and obvious that the water mills and the windmills could not be the established or set up by the small peasants. They were not able to. They have no the so much sufficient so much sufficient the resources, understand. So now in that case, therefore the initiative was taken by the lords. So such the initiative and the use of the technology was initiatives was taken by the lords who were capable, who, who had the ability to use this, understand. And the moreover, but the peasants were able to take, understand, able to take the initiatives in the many things. But apart from that, although they were not able to initiate the new technology because of their resources, but in the other field they could now initiate like the many things such as the extending arable lands. They could, small peasants could extend the arable lands to raise their production, to raise their productions high. So that's in lieu of that technological use, they now tried to raise their incomes and they raise their productions by extending of the arable lands. They made the fallow lands, understand, or the barren lands, the cultivable, and the arable by their hard labor. They could now use their hard labor. That was obvious. So they enhanced the lands further. Okay, and the moreover, able to initiatives arable lands extending, they also switched to the three field rotations crops. And moreover, these now they switched towards the three field rotation system of the crops and set up the small forge there. And moreover, these small set up the small forges, understand, oven, where the tools could be the iron could be the mold into the tools. So therefore they set up small forges and smithies in the villages for raising their income, understand. And where iron tip plows and the horseshoes were made and they repaired very cheaply, understand. So they involved in the other occupations, other what they could with their little capital and the little income, understand. They try to invest better investment for the better earnings, understand, and the growth. So this kind of the activities was the began in all of the England. And from the 11th century, my dear students, if you see that from the 11th century, personal bonds, person that had been the basis of feudalism, we are weakening. One process, economic process began. Now the circulation of the money came, circulation of technology and the money crisis, understand. The now circulations of money began in the Europe. These are the points I have already: iron tip plow, wind and water energy, three field system, and technology and the money crisis, understand. The last point to be discussed here, technology and the money crisis. Now the money circulations came into the being, understand, came or the widely began to be the used there. Is a circulation of the money, but this now weakened the relations between the lords and the feudal lords and the peasants and the laborers and the workers. Why? Because because of economic transactions were becoming more and more based on the money. Economic transactions started more and more in the form of the money. So the lords found it convenient to ask for rent in the cash, in lieu of the in the kind. They did not like to pay off the wages in the kind. No, they tried. They preferred the payment in the cash, not in the service. And cultivators were selling their crops for money. And moreover, the cultivators started selling their crops for money, exchanging them for other goods to the traders. They were now selling the goods in the form of money. The barter system, which was the in prevalence, that gone away, because the money became the medium of the transaction or exchange, in which the barter system had, and the service paying giving system had made a very strong bond between the lords and the peasants and the laborers. So that began to be the breakdown, understand? And that broke in. And the lords prefer to give in the cash, not in the service or the kinds, which was the basis of the relations between the lords and the peasants and their and the laborers. That was the very bond. The service paying something in the service or in the kind was the main bond, but this money now break down this relation, understand? Money came in the circulation or in a medium, and that broke the relation. So this money circulation was one of the reason of the breakdown of the feudal system in the Europe. Moreover, students, now here they would sold the towns. Increasing use of the money began to influence the prices. Increasing use of the money now influenced the prices of the goods and the produce, which became higher in times of poor harvest. And this, whenever the poor harvest happened, and the prices of the goods and the products produced now went very high. Prices went high. So these prices, understand, began to fluctuate because of the production conditions. And in England, for instances, agriculture prices doubled between the 1270s or the 1320s. Between that, we can see that the prices of the agricultures doubled because of the many factors. Understand? So now the money began to play its role, understand, in the transaction system, and that broke the chain and the bond between the lords and the peasants or their laborers. So now, students, I suppose that today is the that's much for today, and the next topic we shall study the fourth orders, new towns and the townspeople. So far we have studied the three orders, understand? And now further fourth orders is also. So who are the fourth orders? How the fourth orders came into the existence and came into the existence, understand how they emerged, we shall study in our further classes. Thank you very much for attending the class. Okay.